Hi there, I'm Holly from Sparrow Pilates, and I wanted to do a couple exercises today that we can start to feel some of the cross patterning of our tissue from one side to the other. I know that sounds kind of abstract, but we need to move in these cross patterns in order to have efficient movement and health in our bodies. And so today we're just going to do a couple exercises right now that work on these cross patterns. So let's get moving. So the first thing we're going to do is come to laying on your back and take your feet wide. Bring your right hand behind your head, your left hand down to your side. And I'm going to start by bringing my left leg up and rotating my upper body towards it, and then lowering back down. And 2, and lowering down, staying neutral, 3, and lowering down, and 4, and lowering down. And then I do want you to internally rotate a little bit more. So you're letting this leg internally rotate as it comes across, not just keeping it parallel. Internally rotate, and then slide it out all the way to straight. Sweep the leg across the midline, back out to the side. And then you come across, reach out, little sweep, and we're moving in a multiplanar way and multiple body parts at the same time, which will also help us get into our fascial tissues a little bit more. Last one. And open and close. Bring that leg in. Switch hands. Start by just finding that crossing from rib to opposite hip and lowering back down. And 2, really simple at this point. Sliding ribs towards hip. 3 and 4. Then as you come up, I want you to internally rotate more. Let the leg reach out away. Bring it across the midline. Bring it back out. And come in and across. Reach out. Sweep one way and the other. And 3. Sweep one way and the other. And 4. Sweep one way, then the other. Bring your foot back in. Bring both hands behind the head. Flex your upper body up. Just rotate a little bit, like one elbow is getting closer to the floor, and then the other elbow is closer to the floor. And then I want you to find that rotation, internal rotation, return, internal rotation. So it's less about you trying to come forward towards the thigh and more of you trying to turn like a little bit of a corkscrew motion. Rotate and reach the arm across, reach it back. Do the same side 4 times, reach across and back. And 3 and 4. We switch to the other side and we rotate. The arm comes across, internally rotate and back. And 2 and across with the arm. It should feel like you can go a little further. And 4 and come back across. Reach the arms and legs out away from each other. Bring one leg up in the opposite arm and try to touch fingertip to toe and try to touch across. Obviously, you could touch more than knee, you can touch whatever you can reach. If you want to add a little bit more lift to the upper body, you can lift the upper body up and over. Flex the feet so you get a little more stretch to the back of the calf and the leg. One more each side. And up and across. And then lowering it back down. Bring yourself in. We're going to roll onto our stomach. You're going to reach your arms and legs out in opposite direction, creating elongation, like there's a blueberry under your belly button. You're trying not to squish. So feel long, nose is floating off the mat. Legs are turned out, glutes are working, and the hamstrings are working to reach through the legs. So the legs are active. From here, all I want you to do is start by bending one knee like you're gonna hit yourself in the opposite butt cheek, and then put your foot back down. And do that again. Then we're going to try to reach one hand across. So as I bend that leg, I'm going to reach across and touch, trying to rotate my torso open. And reach across and touch. And reach across and touch. And reach across. And last one. And reach across. You can reach across, grab the foot, push the foot into the hand, open the shoulder, and then release it. Reach across, push the foot into the hand, open the shoulder, release it, bring yourself back down. We're going to go to laying on our side, last exercise. You're going to start by connecting into your abdominals. Start to drag yourself up so you're sitting back. You release the back hip to the floor, extend through the arm and leg, bend the arm and leg, and slide yourself back out. So you're using your abdominals to pull yourself in. We're rotating and extend barely any weight in that foot. And bring it back and slide it out. And again, drawing yourself up using the abdominals, extend and slide it out. Last time, you're gonna round, pull yourself in, extend. If you wanna try to lift the other arm and leg, go for it. Bring the arm and leg back down, slide yourself back out. From here, we're gonna switch over to the other side, just 4 of each. Laying in one long line. And you're gonna stack your shoulders, ribs, and hips and use your abdominals to draw the feet in. Tip back onto the back of the sit bone, reach to the arm and leg, slide it back out. And 2, pulling yourself in. It is the same arm and leg, but you should feel some of that crisscross of rib to opposite hip to move you. Pulling yourself back, reach up, bend in. We've got one more, slide it out. And last time, drawing yourself in and up. Lift if you can, release the other hand, bend the leg, and slide yourself back out. Good. And then you're all done. Hopefully you feel like you got a little more connected through the front and the back line between rib and opposite hip, and between the back of the bottom rib or your lat and your glute on the opposite side.